This is the Royals POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Kansas City Royals. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, welcome in to the Royals POSTCAST here on the Locked On Royals channel. Appreciate you guys for being here. Sorry about the delay. Big time technical difficulties. I cannot log into StreamYard with my camera or with my microphone on my browser, so I have to do the game on my iPad tonight. So we are going to have a pretty short show tonight, just because of the fact that I'm battling technical difficulties right now. And the Royals didn't give us really anything to talk about. They looked pretty pedestrian all game long. They get the 2-run homer from Benny early, and then just not really enough offense. I mean, 1 run from 6 2/3 innings of Stephen Kolek should be more than enough. But once more, this offense doesn't do anything. 5 hits, 4 walks tonight. They struck out 11 times. And while the offense is definitely something to be concerned about, what we'll be talking about is going to be the pitching staff. So let's talk about Stephen Kolek.
This is what you'll be talking about.
All right, I think that played correctly. Stephen Kolek was really, really good tonight. I mean, I really liked what I saw from him. He has started 3 games for the Royals, and they have all been nationally televised games. I mean, that's how good Stephen Kolek has been. And he's been nails throughout all of them. I mean, a really, really good performance from him tonight in the strike zone, a ton, 56% strike. 56% of his pitches were in the zone tonight. 61 of his 97 pitches were strikes. This was a really good outing for Stephen Kolek. And we've talked about this at times about what the Royals' rotation is going to look like next season, potentially, especially considering the fact that you have so many pieces on this roster and in this organization that can be pieces in a good rotation. So from what we saw from Stephen Kolek tonight, I mean, he is throwing his hat in the ring for a guy that can compete for a spot in this rotation going into next season. I mean, I didn't really expect that from him. He had like a 9 ERA in Omaha since he got traded for. But tonight, he was really, really good. I mean, just absolutely nails tonight. And that's a big reason why the Royals were able to come away feeling really good about themselves. I mean, a true quality start from Stephen Kolek tonight. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 earned run. And the 1 earned run was really not I mean, he gave up a tough hit to Jose Ramirez. Like, that happens to a lot of good pitchers. So for them to be able to get the outing that they did tonight from Stephen Kolek in a back against the wall kind of spot, that's what leads you to be encouraged about this pitching staff going forward. Now, there's too many injuries to count on your hand. I mean, tonight, while you are going to be frustrated with John Schreiber and his performance tonight, you know, he had to go more than just the 1 out he threw in the 7th inning. He had to pitch into the 8th. You want to know why? Well, it's because they threw a bullpen game yesterday. Because why? Because Michael Wacha bonked his head off the field for some reason. I mean, they just have had bad luck all season long, and tonight was no different than that. I mean, just truly bad luck. And while, I don't know, I'm not going to come out and say this was like the worst loss of the season or anything like that, but you just have to be better. I mean, getting what they got from Stephen Kolek tonight, 6 2/3 of just really, really good baseball. 6 2/3 of really good baseball. He was touching 96 tonight. I mean, his fastball was up in terms of velocity. He mixed up his pitches. I wish I could show you the Savant page, but because of technical difficulties, we can't do that tonight, and I am very upset about that. But he was really, really good tonight. I mean, threw a lot of good pitches tonight against the Guardians. Now, they stacked that lineup with left-handed batters tonight, and give credit to the Guardians. They were able to tonight just be able to get a job done. I mean, it's so funny. The Guardians threw all basically hit all left-handed or switch hitters in the lineup tonight. They actually threw all left-handed hitters in the lineup tonight. And what happened tonight? Well, they didn't hit very well, but they got just enough against John Schreiber. It was a unique lineup that you're not going to see very often from a team where you hit all lefties. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I wasn't like blown away by how he pitched, but I wasn't disappointed at all. And then, of course, you have the John Schreiber thing of it all, where uh, he comes in and he kind of has to come in because, who are you going to throw out of the bullpen? Angel Serpa was a guy, people brought his name up. He threw multiple innings yesterday. You aren't going to throw Sam Long in that spot. That's the white flag. You aren't going to throw him in that spot against a bunch of lefties. That was great management. There's a reason that Stephen Vogt was the American League Manager of the Year last year. He knew that the Royals had like zero lefties to go in their bullpen. So what did he do? He stacked the lineup with all lefties. And while they didn't hit that well, he knew that, if they had to go to the bullpen, and Matt Quatraro is very similar to Stephen Vogt in that he likes to play matchups a lot, he wasn't able to do that because of the fact that, well, he didn't have the guys. I don't know. I really am frustrated from this loss from the Royals tonight. Just an all-time frustrating loss because there just wasn't enough tonight to make you feel good about where the Royals are at. Whether it's going into this year, going into next year. I mean, we can probably put the playoff hopes to bed. We could probably put them to bed, but I don't know. I just that offense needs to be so much better. You got a hit out of Luke Maley tonight. I don't know why it wasn't Carter Jensen in the lineup tonight. And honestly, the decision not to go to Carter Jensen in that spot, going to Nick Lofton in that ninth inning, that is the turning point of the game. And that is exactly what we'll talk about when we come back here on the Royals postcast. It's time to fuel up and turn it up with 5-Hour Energy Transfusion. This great ginger and lime flavored shot brings the iconic taste of a golf course favorite to a non-alcoholic boost. Perfect for sinking birdies or making great memories with friends. It's a hole-in-one for your energy game. Whether you're out on the course or just need a little extra push to power through your day, 5-Hour Energy Transfusion delivers the clubhouse flavor you love without ever leaving the green. Golf is all about good times with good people and good flavors. The great ginger lime flavor of 5-Hour Energy Transfusion gives you the best parts of your clubhouse go-to without leaving the course or chasing down the bev cart. Now you can amp up the fun even more. Just buy, snap, and enter for a chance to win a dream golf trip for two to any golf tournament in the USA. Tee up that trip. Visit 5hewin.com for full rules and entry. No purchase necessary, and this excludes the Masters tournament, and it ends October 31st, 2025. Today's episode is also brought to you by FanDuel. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. It makes every game even more exciting, whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nutrafol. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. There are so many products out there, and it's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. That's why you should give Nutrafol a closer look. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. And it's not just hype. This is a supplement clinically tested that targets the root causes of a thinning and shedding with a proactive approach, whether you are at work, out with friends, or even getting ready in the morning. Nutrafol gives you more confidence in your daily routine. See thicker, stronger hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering Locked On MLB listeners $10 off your first month subscription with free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. All right, the turning point tonight, in my opinion. Let's get into it. Here is your turning point of tonight's game.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
You could say it was when John Schreiber came in, but I'm going to go to a different late inning decision by Matt Quatraro. You have a bench with Randall Grichuk. Not a big fan of him. I don't think he's very good, but he's better than the alternative. You go to the bench and you also have Carter Jensen still on the bench, a guy that catches, a guy that hits left-handed, a guy that has walked 4 times in his first 10 big league at-bats. And while I was very frustrated that he wasn't in the lineup tonight, it's a guy that you call up to put in the lineup to have ABs. You don't go to him with 1 out in the ninth inning and a runner on first. I mean, the least he could do is bunt him over. But instead, you send up Nick Lofton, who, to his credit, had a clutch hit last night in a high leverage spot late in the game. But what do we know about Nick Lofton on this podcast? What have we said time and time again about Nick Lofton on this podcast? He's not a good pinch hitter. He's not a good high leverage hitter. And not only did Q pinch hit him, he threw him into a high leverage spot. And, insanity, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And pinch hitting Nick Lofton there tonight, that's the white flag of the offense. Say what you want about Sam Long being the white flag of the pitching staff. Nick Lofton's the white flag of this hitting staff. I mean, there's no reason that you shouldn't go to Carter Jensen in that spot unless you fear that he is just not built for that moment yet. But maybe he's not built for that moment yet. But the thing is, we don't know yet if he's built for that moment yet. The thing we do know is that Nick Lofton is not built for that moment yet. Or not built for that moment, period. He's never going to be ready for that moment. He's an awful hitter in high leverage situations. He's an awful hitter when coming in clutch situations. So for them to go to him in that spot, it just makes no sense to me why you would make that decision. It's once again another just stupid decision by this management team that it's asinine. I don't understand it. Every time he steps in, it frustrates me because I know that he's not going to put together a quality at bat. I wish there was a tracker for quality at bat percentage because Nick Lofton sees fewer pitches in any AB than anybody in Major League Baseball because guys just attack him. And what happens after that? Well, he bows he bows down to him. He doesn't do anything because he's not a good hitter in those spots. I think Nick Lofton's received more airtime on this podcast than he spent on the bases all year long. That's just how he's been this season. So, I mean, and then Corbin bringing up a great point here in the chat. Isabel bunting with 2 strikes had me puzzled. I can't say I disagree with you. Get a bunt down. I legitimately do not know how you can't get a bunt down. If you are so bad, and Isbell is an elite bunter. He's one of the best in Major League Baseball at getting bunts down. And obviously the Guardians knew that. Stephen Vogt and the pitching staff for the Guardians saying, hey, literally do not give this guy a good pitch to bunt. Don't give him any pitch to bunt. Allow himself to get out. And that's what they did. I mean, I truly think that the Guardians, if they could have, would have ran the count to 3-0 just to get him out of a bunt situation. But that's what they did. They did not throw him 3 strikes at all in that at-bat. And then, obviously, the decision to pinch run Tyler Tolbert. I continuing to put Tyler Tolbert in the game. I just don't understand it. Now, Jonathan India did not play well today. He was awful. I mean, do not get me wrong. Jonathan India was awful today. 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs, but he's been much better here recently. I just don't see the logic in these decisions that are being made in terms of substitutions and pinch hitting and subbing. I don't see the logic in it sometimes. And when I fail to see that, maybe it's a blind spot on my part, but I just get so frustrated in watching just exactly that. And tonight, it's more of the same from the Royals as they just fail again to be able to get the job done. I mean, the offense was absolutely putrid tonight. They had 2 runs in the first inning, didn't get another run the entire game. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, 8 runners left on base. Just atrocious stuff tonight from the offense. Luke Maile had a steal with 0 outs, and they failed to score him. Another AB, or another time they get Mike Yastrzemski to second, and they fail to score him. Vinny Pasquantino reaches second. They fail to score him. I mean, just over and over and over again, the same issues that have plagued this team since game 1 against the Guardians on March 29th or whatever day it was, continue to have the exact same thing happen to him here on September 11th of 2025. It's just frustrating as all get out. And I don't understand what the decisions are going into that. And I'm not putting the blame on anybody in particular, but just some of the decisions that were made tonight just didn't make sense to me. And there's a reason that I'm on the couch and that those guys are in the Major League dugout. So I can throw stones at a glass house all I want, but it's just not logical decisions being made right now by the Royals coaching staff. And it's extremely frustrating to watch time and time again. But it's, just another game until the finale of the season. I mean, just another opportunity for the Royals to, I mean, they're running out of games. I just don't think they're a playoff team. You can say I have hope all you want. Hope is what kills you sometimes. And I've given up on this team making the playoffs. I've moved into this is just a tryout for 2026. And you see what you have. And I wish that they would have the same approach. I wish they would play the young guys when they're out of a pennant chase. But instead, we see them make the same mistakes over and over again, playing the same guys that they shouldn't. And there's a reason that the Royals sit here today at 74-73, lapped by the Guardians, lapped by the Rangers. They've got three teams to chase to even make a playoff spot. I don't think that's going to happen this season, but there's always, always next season. But appreciate you guys for joining us here tonight. Once again, there will not be a show tomorrow night after the game. I have my full-time job duties. I'm calling a high school game, so I will not be able to be here with you tomorrow night. But I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday. We'll still have shows Saturday and Sunday, just not tomorrow night. But I appreciate you guys for being with us. The Royals usually have success when I don't host shows, so maybe the Royals will have an opportunity to get a win tomorrow night in a hostile environment in Philadelphia. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on those notifications because Jack and myself put in a lot of hard work to be able to give you guys these videos. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys on Saturday for another edition of the Royals Postcast.